What is going on, YouTube? Cloud Envy here, and I'm welcoming you to our Season 1, Week 2 team builder against the Colorado Mamoswine, coached by Eric. Now, his team is looking pretty threatening, to say the least. On screen, you can see it there. He's got Garchomp, Mega Medicham, Weavile, Crobat, Whimsicott, Vaporeon, Braviary, Delphox, Smeargle, Hitmonchan, Electivire, and Steelix. Now, this squad was scary, man. This squad was really scary. Honestly, I think my biggest concerns here are probably Mega Medicham is up there. I am kind of worried about Smeargle, just because I don't want it to set up or do any kind of Smeargle shenanigans. Crobat. Crobat's tricky. If you can use a Crobat well, it can be horribly dangerous. And I don't know, I'm not experienced with him. I don't know what he plays, I don't know how he plays. And if he can run Crobat really well, then it could turn out to be a giant threat for us. Same with Delphox. Delphox is also super scary. It handles a lot of our team really well. But really just Mega Medicham. Really just Mega Medicham. There is no switching for Mega Medicham. We do have 3 Ghost types. Jellicent does not take a Thunder Punch well. And Zen Headbutt still hurts Hoopa and Miss Mage really hard. But past that, we are covering a Weavile. Vaporeon can be douchey, but if we play it right, we can play around it. We have a Whimsicott check, but hopefully he doesn't bring it. I don't see a reason why he would, but at the same time, I feel like it could also benefit his team. Braviary as well, we have a nice Braviary check. Not too bad. I'm not super worried about Hitmonchan. I feel like if Hitmonchan's gonna come, it's either gonna be a spinner or a band set. Because our team is not very fast. He could rock Bandit Hitmonchan against us, and I think it'd do pretty well. I'm not worried about Electivire, and I'm not worried about Steelix. But really just, my biggest concerns here are Mega Medicham. We have our Garchomp, I don't see as a giant threat, and you'll see why in just a minute. But it's really just that Mega Jam, Crobat, and Vaporeon being a dick. But moving on from there, you will see our team here, and we are leading up with Quasar the Hoopa. This thing is Choice Specs. Now, Choice Specs Hoopa can annihilate pretty much all of his team. The entirety of it kind of just dies to this mon. Like, we have Psychic for that clean stab. It deals massive damage to everything, except for Weavile, obviously. Hits Megacham really hard. Even hits Garchomp pretty hard. Bulky Chomp, that is. Vaporeon's up in the air. It depends on the investment, but we do solid damage. We have Shadow Ball for dual stab with Psychic, which also hits a good chunk. KO's Megacham. Hurts Weavile, not super badly, but, you know. And kills Delphox. I mean, understandably, we're not going to outspeed Delphox. It's not possible unless Sticky Webs are up and he's not running investment. But past that, we have Hidden Power Bug. Fun fact, I can't have Hidden Tower fighting because Hoopa doesn't exist that way. You're forced to have more than 3 IVs under 31 for Hidden Power fighting, and Hoopa it physically can't do that as a legendary. So originally, I wanted to pack on Hidden Power fighting because if he expects any of my 3 Ghost types to come, which I'm assuming he is, he'll probably be in Weavile, which I'm assuming he is, and be able to Pursuit Trap any of them. So we're packing Hidden Power Bug, not fighting. So unfortunately, Hidden Power Bug does not OHKO Weavile. After rocks, it will. But we're packing HP Bug. We're going to try to predict the switch into Weavile because it can eat either dual stab attack. There's no reason not to switch Weavile into a Hoopa. And past that, HP Bug should knock it out if we have rocks up. If not, we're going to hope it's either a Life Orb set or it's already taken some damage. But my only concern with Hoopa is it existing on the same field as Weavile. I mean, I can't help it if he brings it in after, or if he brings it in as a revenge fund. That cannot be helped. I just have to play Hoopa safely. But I don't see any reason why he wouldn't run Pursuit Weavile, considering we have 3 ghost types, and it would hurt us too badly. But we do have Hidden Power Bug to predict that switch. Thunderbolt hits Vaporeon super hard, kills Braviary. All around, I needed a 4th attack and couldn't find one. That's really what it comes down to. Next up, Blue Bomber. Now this guy right here is basically, I looked at his team and immediately I thought I have to bring Poliwrath. It walls Weavile just perfectly. I think the most damage Weavile can do to a Poliwrath would be, outside of the Sash counter, obviously, would be low kick. And Sash counter is partly the reason we're running a special Poliwrath. So we have leftovers, we have Water Absorb, max defense and HP. Past that, we have Vacuum Wave for that clean priority, as well as to Oko Weavile. Hits Steelix really hard, and it's priority for a Poliwrath. Base 70 speed, we kind of need that. Ice Beam for that Garchomp, for that Braviary, for that Crobat even, which, I'm getting ahead of myself. Braviary and Crobat both hit this guy really, really hard. I don't see any reason why it would be on the field with either of them, but just in case, Ice Beam is mainly there for Garchomp. And we do have Scald. Status element, stab move, one of the best moves in the game, why not? Especially with a Mega Jam. Poliwrath can eat 1 Thunder Punch from a Mega Jam. Past that, Zen Headbutt kills regardless. But we do have Protect, just kind of to scout. Because if he's switching Weavile out, he's probably switching something in that can handle us, and I want to make sure we know what attack he's going for to handle Poliwrath so we can prepare for it. But, fortunately, depending on what kind of Vaporeon set, Poliwrath can also wall that perfectly. If he brings a support Vaporeon, Poliwrath's good there. On the downside, Poliwrath also can't touch a Vaporeon. You figure it's immune to Scald, and Ice Beam and Vacuum Wave aren't going to touch it. It will really just come down to who's going to switch out first. But I'm liking Blue Bomber in this matchup. I'm liking Blue Bomber as a whole. I'm not upset with drafting this mon, I'll tell you that. But next, we've got Bruce Willis, the Unbreakable Fortress. This thing is, it's stacked with defense. It's 8 max HP, max defense, 4 in special defense. It's really only here to set up and remove hazards. That's it. Drop rocks, drop spikes, drop toxic spikes, spin away his rocks. Or, oh, he has a Smeargle, yeah, or spikes, or webs, whatever. Yeah, really just to get hazards away, keep ours up. It's a fortress. That's what it does. That's its job. Grimlock is coming next. Week 1 MVP coming into week 2. We brought a weird set. Basically, we really needed to be timid. I didn't want timid. I really, really did not want to bring a timid Nidoking. But we needed to bring timid just so we could speed up or outspeed Braviary and Hitmonchan. Which, still really not happy about this, but we have Thunderbolt for Braviary, for Vaporeon, for Crobat. We have Earth Power for that clean stab move. It hits what it can hit decently hard. Mainly for Steelix, to be honest. Steelix and Electivire. And Ice Beam to hit Garchomp, and again, Crobat, Braviary. And Whimsicott, but our check to Whimsicott's coming up. But, yeah, 220 timid speed just to outspeed Hitmonchan and Braviary. Max special attack just for that oomph. And the last bit, 36 in HP. I figure if we're going to run Substitute, we might as well try to invest a little bit. Why not? Next up again, Delphox destroys my team, so why not bring Honchkrow? I figure Hans Kyle has 2 roles here. It's rocking a Life Orb boxing set. We have Pursuit, Sucker Punch, Brave Bird, and Taunt, Max HP, Max Attack, and 4 in Speed. I figure he really doesn't need much speed here. Whatever he has that's gonna outspeed Honchkrow is gonna outspeed Honchkrow max speed. It's what it is. But Honchkrow has 2 rolls. Roll number 1, I am really worried about that Smeargle. If he brings it, I'm forced to assume he's gonna put it on point. I want to taunt it, and then immediately pursue it. I don't want that thing setting up. I don't want it doing any kind of weird Smeargle shenanigans. And I don't want to deal with it. That's what it is. I don't want to deal with it. But Honchkrow's second role is to kill Delphox. Now, it's going to take some really crafty prep, because Delphox doesn't have a giant move pool, but what it does have is enough to put a dent in my team. So I really want to make a good prediction, or bring him in as revenge. And then we can either go for the Sucker Punch, or go for the Pursuit. Either one is going to kill, and then Delphox is out of my hair. But past those 2, there's not much that Honchkrow does here. I mean, being realistic, Vaporeon has a ton of HP, and it's probably going to be supported. We can hit it really hard, but probably not kill it. Whimsicott's a fairy. Crobat, I don't know what Crobat's going to take from a Sucker Punch, but I don't think we're going to live a Brave Bird from a Crobat. Weavile has Ice Shard. Garchomp is too bulky, and it has Rough Skin. Really, past Delphox, Honchkrow doesn't have that much of a role here, but it's still important. Last but not least, I couldn't ignore the Whimsicott. I couldn't. So we packed Lady Cobra. Lady Cobra in a back pocket. She is rocking Focus Sash, Swarm, Leaf Blade knockoff, Sticky Web, and Magic Coat. 68 HP investment, 252 Adamant attack, and 188 in speed to be complete. Oh, to outspeed. Wow, I totally forgot. I think we're trying to creep Hitmonchan and make sure we outsped Vaporeon. But this Leavanny is kind of tricky. We have Leaf Blade for that obvious stab. We want to hit Vaporeon real hard, and I had to go Adamant just to make sure I could touch Garchomp. I need a Mon that can hit Garchomp, because Ice Beam from Poliwrath won't kill. Ice Beam from Nidoking probably won't kill. Leavanny is an underrated Mon. If you see a Leavanny, you're going to expect webs, which means we have a clean opening to just go for a hard attack instead. So Leaf Blade's there to do some really heavy damage to anything really that isn't like even Delphox is going to take damage from Leaf Blade. But we have knockoff for that anyway, and we're not outspeeding a Delphox. We're just dead. Don't be against Delphox. I'm not going to keep it in there. But we have knockoff on predicted switches, unless we know whatever he has left on his team is going to eat a Leaf Blade badly. Past that, obvious Sticky Web is obvious. And Magikarp really just to prevent him from setting up on Leavanny. If he sees Leavanny out and he tries to throw out Whimsicott or Smeargle, we're going to go for Magikarp and bounce it right back. Given, if he throws Whimsicott out against Leavanny, I don't know what it can really do. It can't Leech Seed. It can't Stun Spore. If anything, it'd probably go for a Reflect or Light Screen. Or a Sub. But Magikarp's really just there for Smeargle, in case he comes in trying to trade hazards with us. And maybe Vaporeon, if I predict... He's not going to leave Vaporeon against Leavanny. Never mind. That's irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. But guys, that is going to do it for us. Make sure to check back in. We will be uploading the battle sometime this weekend. But make sure to go down in the description. Hit up Eric's channel, man. He's a cool guy. He's got some great content. And he's just a little bit away from 50. So please go show him some love. Again, great guy. But guys, I will see you next time. Until then, stay frosty.